Hello friends, welcome to C Space. Today in this video session, we will discuss how to perform infinite page scroll using AngularJS in ASP.NET MVC. So let's start. We open our Visual Studio and create a new ASP.NET MVC web project. Create on a project and it's open a new pop-up window, and here we select ASP.NET MVC for web application, and here we rename it like angular lazy loading, and we change our directories, then click to OK. Now it's again open one more pop-up window for select a template. Here we select a empty template and view engine as a razor, then click on to OK. Now it's creating a web project, creating angular lazy loading. Now my project is created. So first of all we connect a database with this project. So I already created a database for this, and we perform lazy loading on this table. So I create a store procedures for this. You can create proc sp lazy loading, and here we take two parameters. It's a page index and second one is a page size, and this is the integer type as begin end, and here we select star from TVL registration, order by serial number, so like DSC descending, and its offset, it's a page size multiplied by page index minus 1. Rows, and then page next page size and rows only, and we create one more query for counting a total numbers of record. Select its count, like we count any column names, like I count emails as a total count from TBL registration. Now we click on execute button. It's a command completed successfully. In this project I will use edu.net for all database operations. You can use any other technologies like links, entity frameworks that you want. So I create one more folder for here. It's a database access layer. So I create one more folder. It's name as a database access layer. It's a database access layer, and here we create a one class for this. It's a db.cs. Here we write all the database related informations, like we firstly take three more namespaces for this. So using system dot data and using system dot data dot SQL client, and it's using system dot data dot configuration, and we connect this database with our project. So I going to properties and find their connection string. We go to our web config file and write here connection string. It's add name is equal to con. It's a connection string, and its provider name is system dot data dot SQL client. We save it. Now our database is connected with this project. So right here create a connection string object. Its a connection string is con is equal to new SQL connection, and it's a configuration manager dot connection string dot con dot connection string, and it's a public void. Now we need to create a class for this. So I create a class for a register table. So I create a new class and write here class name. It's register, and I already create all the properties for this table. So I copy this. I create this, and we need to create one more class for this. It's register list and right here properties. It's a prop, and it's a register. We create a list for this list, and we change this like register data, and we take one more property for counting, like total count. Now we go to our db.cs class. Here we write here we first take one more namespace for access their models. So Angular lazy loading dot model. Now it's a register list, and we take a create a name for this. It's lazy data, and here we take a two parameters names is the page index and page size. Now here we write a SQL command for creating a command object for store procedure, and my store procedure name is SSP lazy loading, and it's a com, and it's a com dot command type is equal to command type dot store procedure. We create here two parameters, so we create objects for this dot add with value, and first one is a page index. Now we write here a page index, provide a parameters name, it's a page index, and com dot parameters dot add with value, and write here a second parameters name, it's a page size, and provide a page size, and then we open a connection in the SQL data reader. We read the data reader dr is equal to com dot execute reader while dr dot read, and here we create a new object for registers like rs is equal to new register, and then here provide each object's name is equal to like dr, it's a serial number, it's a integer type, so we convert it into integer, 32 rs dot emails, and here we write email dot toString rs dot password dot toString, and it's rs dot, it's a name dr name dot toString rs dot address, it's address dot toString, and rs dot city dr, it's a city dot toString, and then all the properties for this register class. Now we add this, or now we create one more object for register list data, register list, it's a reg list equal to new register list, and we add this, it's a reg list dot add, Here we create a list for register table. It's res list is equal to new register in res list dot add, and we add this plus rs. Now we create a one for next result. Next result means we find a record from this query. So while dir.read, it's res list dot total count is equal to convert dot win32. It's dir so total count, and we also add res list dot register data is equal to res list, means we provide value for this properties register from this list. Now we return this res list, and this all the functions for access the data on the basis of page index and page size. So now we go to our controller. So here we create a new controller for this. So I rename it as home controller. Here we write home controller. Here we create a function for this. It's a public JSON result, and firstly we need to create a namespace for access their models. It's Angular lazy loading dot models. It's get data. It's a return, and here we create a register list. It's res list is equal to res list is equal to, and we create one more object for database access layer. It's db layer is equal to new. It's db layer dot lazy data. It's taking two parameters. It's page index and page size. Here we take one object is page index, and by default we take set up page size as 10, and then return and JSON. It's res list JSON request behavior dot allow get. Now this created in a home controller. Now we create one more folder for angular.min.js angular libraries file. So I create one more folder like resource, and here we copy angular.min.js, and here we create one more folder for angular controller. Angular controller. Here we add one more JS files. It's like lazy load.js. Create where app is equal to angular dot module. Here we write name like my app. It's app dot controller. Here we write a controller name. It's like we write is lazy controller, and here we create a function. It's a dollar scope dollar http. It's a dollar scope dot current page. We create a variables for this. By default we set a current page is equal to 1, and scope dot total page, so by default 0, and it's a detail list. Dollar scope dot details list. We create a array for this. Now we create a function. It's a get data, and here take parameters name like dollar what is scope dot we take variables for so hide loading div. It's loading equal to true. The dollar http dot get. Here we write our function in controller name. It's a get page, and it's taking a parameters page is equal to page dot then function here to take parameters for response, and here we create a angular for each loop. Angular dot for each, it's a response dot data dot register data, and here we take a function and take a value, and it's a dollar scope dot details list dot push. We push values into this array. It's a value and dollar scope dot total page is equal to response dot data dot it's a total page small data dot and this total count and this is the register data for this register data and then set $scope dot lazy dot is loading is equal to false. We hide this and if any error is occurred we create function for any errors. If any error is occurred, so dot is loading is equal to false and we create a alert for this. It's failed. Now we call this function on a page load. It's a get data and here we pass scope dot current page. Now we create one more function for next page is equal to function if dollar scope dot current page is greater than scope dot total page, then dollar scope dot current page plus equal to 1. We increment by 1 and then we call this function get data. It's a dollar scope dot current page we check this is wrong. It's a current page. Now we create one more directives for firing the functions on a page scroll. It's a directive right here directory names like infinite scroll and here we create function for this. It's a restrict, it's a return restrict is equal to a and it's a link function and taking a parameters scope and it's a element and its attributes. It's element dot find. We write here name. It's a scroll. Here we create a function. if element zero dot scroll top plus element zero dot offset height is equal to, here we taking one more bracket, equal to element zero dot scroll height here we write a scope dot dollar apply, it's a trs dot infinite, we write this name. Now all it's created. So now we check this. I think something went wrong here, so it's loading. So now we go to our controller and create a view for this action result method, add a view, and uncheck this and then click on a add button. Now it's adding a view for this action methods. Now we created designs for these tables. We created designs tables and import our AngularJS files. First we import this, and this is our Angular controller. Now we created designs for this, so I already created designs for this, so we copy this and paste it here. Now we adding a bootstrap css files, so I copy this and we copy these files, and this is the local files. It is for good for our projects, so paste it on here and we import this file onto this, give this body tag. Now we check our, this is the our app name, our app name is, this is our app name, and paste it on here. This is the, and this is our controller name, paste it on here, and it's a ng show, means this for this variable show height, this for infinite scroll, it's directory's name, so check it out here, and this for next page, and this is the bindings for details list. Now we also add a css for this loading buttons, so I already create this and paste it out here. Now we run this index view, the data is loaded. Now we scroll the page, it's loaded, first time loaded. and this is second time, third time. It's load data on a 1010 page size. When we scroll this page, then it fire on a this functions next page, and each time the current page is changed, increment +1 +1. It's the first time 1 2 3 like this. So all this for the lazy loadings, means infinite scrolls like Facebook, Twitters, using AngularJS in ASP.NET MVC. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions and any queries regarding to this topic, please write in the comment box, and please don't forget to subscribe my channel for get a latest video updates. And if you like this video, please hit on a like button. We will meet on a next video session. Thanks. Bye bye.